Viewers, welcome to our documentary on the making and the feeling behind the trip to the underworld, featuring Aeneas, Dido, the Sibyl, and Marcellus. In our first scene, we would like to really just feature Dido and how emotionally torn she is. See, he understands what I'm saying. Between Aeneas and Zacchaeus, who is a fluffy dog, and we chose to portray him as a fluffy dog because dogs are always loyal to their owner. A truth, known throughout mankind.
Exactly.
And Zacchaeus was extremely loyal to Dido. So,
until his death.
And the Latin, we did what the Latin says, and that is what is most important. My teacher has taught me that, and that is what I will follow. But back to Dido, we really just show how she is so torn between these two men by showing how much love she has in her chest and how much passion she has, and she's sad but she's lost.
Pain she feels.
The pain she feels, and it's really quite terrible. Just roll to the clip, okay? We'll show. Roll to the clip. Well, as we just saw that emotional scene of Dido really just torn between Zacchaeus and Aeneas, we'd like to move on to the second most important scene of the underworld trip, as I like to refer to it. And it's when Anchises tells Aeneas of Marcellus, this great warrior who's very tall and very handsome and very broad, ready to just kind of defend his kingdom as he pleases. So, we move into the first part of it, and you just need to remember that he's draped in these great spoils of war, and it shows his power and his stature and how he can really just hold it. And there's some type of a historical reference in there, isn't there? Elena, would you please tell us about that?
I believe that Virgil, when writing this work, used this as a historical verification for the current reigning Augustus.
Ooh.
So of the success of Rome, kind of displayed through this Marcellus.
That's what a PhD does for you. All I do is talk. That's all. I talk and I direct and I try to depict the emotional strife between the characters, and I feel like I do that very well. But continuing on, you will see in the scene that there's a man who has great horsemanship, and we chose to be economical per se, again, by making the horse a specialized hard rock.
Yes, completely inaccurate, but definitely...
But definitely, it gets the message across, because it is very difficult to ride a horse and wield a bamboo stick at the same time. But you will see our Carthaginian run at him, and Marcellus will strike her down. And he'll strike her down, and she's going to get back up and walk away, but that's okay, because she's fatally wounded. And then you'll see our valiant Gaul run at him with fire, and he'll strike him down too, just to show you how much of a man Marcellus is. And then we'll move into the deeper meaning of that, and that is that Anchises wants his son Aeneas to really just be like Marcellus, so he doesn't have to bury him early, and that's really the meaning of the scene. So let's just roll the clip.
Sic pater Anchises atque haec mirantibus audit.
Aspice ut signis spoilis Marcellus opimus ingreditor victorque viro surminit omnes, hic rem Romanum magno turbante tumultu sistit. eque sterne poenos galumque rebellum, tertiaque arma patri suspendit capta quern.
Go. Wow, Marcellus, you got a lot. You're so tall. Look at all those spoils. Oh, look how tall he is. I wish I had regular length legs like you did, so I could tower above all men.
For Carthage!
I forgot.
Wait. Okay.
Viewers, thank you for purchasing and watching the extended edition of Journey to the Underworld, featuring Aeneas and his friends. In the last scene, we really choose to portray the strife of Anchises from a first-person perspective, as he kind of acts as a guide throughout the underworld to Aeneas, showing him Marcellus, and then this how he's torn as Aeneas must exit through the Ivory Gate, which only the living can exit through, and he must exit through the Bone Gate, which just sends him back to the underworld. So obviously you have this conflict between, do I act as a father, or do I follow my duties? But obviously he can't act as a father anymore because he's dead. So I mean that's good that his because one of his greatest fears, you see, is that he would have to bury his son, like Marcellus. Marcellus doesn't really. It's tragic. But back to the last scene. As we see them exit the underworld, excuse me, I got something in my throat. Aeneas and the Sibyl are exiting through the Ivory Gate, as I said before, and walk up the steps to go join their cohorts again from Troy. And it's great joy in the air, and that's contrasted with the Bone Gate, and how Anchises, has to go back to the underworld. And we really would just like to leave you there. Go ahead and roll the clip. Again, thank you for purchasing this edition. Hope to see you in part 2 of this.
So, unfortunately, our tour of the underworld has come to a close. As you can see, we've seen Marcellus, his amazing horsemanship in the fire in the Gaul. That was amazing. But anyway, let's move on. We're going to have to exit through 2 different gates. Alright, so just listen closely. Sunt gimini sumni portae, quorum alter fertor corneae, qua veris faculus datur exitus hombres. Alterae cadentae perfectae nitanes elephanto. That's the Ivory Gate on the left. Okay, that's where you guys are going, because you're not dead. Okay, you found the branch. Okay, so you got to come into the underworld, and that's where you're going. Okay. But me, on the other hand, said falsa ad caelum insomnia manes. I'm dead, so I have to go through the Bone Gate. Okay, so we're walking. Okay, we're walking. See, we have Aeneas and the Sibyl as they go through the gate to join their friends at the boat again. Probably party it up. Sibyl is probably a little intoxicated from all those volcanic fumes she's been inhaling, but that is okay. And as Anchises, I'm checking back out because I'm done.